sun shining on Hive Stadium. Round 8 of the Celtic Challenge, Edinburgh Rugby up against the league leaders, the Wolfhounds. Chile brings a halt to that Wolfhounds attack on the 22, but they have numbers off to the right. Edinburgh scrambling in defence out to the right wing. Mickey Elms, Kinlan. Back to the forwards, powerful carry, and the Wolfhounds now just 5 or 6 metres short. The first 2 minutes of the game, back to go to the right. The tackle made by Lisa Brown, but can't stop the Wolfhounds as they power their way over for the first try of the game.
Yeah, I'm sure we've talked about how the conditions are going to be difficult. Edinburgh really struggling to clear their lines of any sort, and that counter-attack there, I think it was Amy Larn that got her hands on ball. She weaved in and out of that Edinburgh defence and managed to get an offload away and keep the ball alive. They then just recycled the ball really, really well, and it's a really strong carry here to get over for Wolfhound's first try.
Another look at it here, just trying to get confirmation of the try scorer. The ball then funneled back into the hands of Maeve Plenihan. Ireland under 20 hooker last year. Molly Scuffle McCabe just lurking. She may not get this ball from the forwards. The referee playing an advantage. Natasha Logan in from the side. Short ball as the Wolfhounds go crashing into contact. Penalty advantage. Linda Jugang thought about the carry instead. Tips to Erin King. Great footwork by the open side flanker, and Erin King goes in for the second score.
Yeah, really, really nice bit of attacking play there from the Wolfhounds. I talked about their set piece and how important their maul is. They're a big physical, they've got a big physical pack, but they've also got so many kind of sevens players involved. Erin King there, she was involved in the Olympics in 2024. She's an extremely mobile, she's everywhere, she gets herself involved in everything. It's a really nice carry to get them over the gain line by Aoife Dalton, and then they look to move that ball that little bit wider, that little tip on to Erin King. A brilliant left-hand fend, and she's gone over the line.
Lucia Scott takes the ball from Hannah Ramsey, tries to get the hands free and find Lisa Brown instead. Sets up the ruck. Hannah Walker, the competition's top try scorer with 9 in the 22, and Lisa Brown has to reach for that. That's lovely hands by the outside centre, finds Kieran Bell, and Edinburgh do get the response. Lovely hands, Lisa Brown involved, Lucia Scott, and it's Kieran Bell with her 7th try of the season, gets Edinburgh back into this one.
Nice bit of attack there from Edinburgh. As we say, it's probably been the first time that they've actually got their hands on ball and managed to keep hold of it. Nice launch off that scrum to get over the gain line, and then this is a really good identification by Rhea Clark there. Lisa Brown takes that ball, a bit of a stretch as you say, but all she needs to do is bring that back to the middle, interest that Wolfhounds the defender, and then release Kieran Bell on the outside. We know how good Kieran Bell is there.
Superb by Charlotte Fosbury, playing open side this week. Alex Stewart, as we mentioned earlier, the captain, starting on the bench, but back come the Wolfhounds. So Edinburgh keeping them at bay, but then from the restart, conceding almost immediately, and the Wolfhounds with their 3rd try.
Yeah, that's frustrating after that good bit of defence there from Edinburgh. Falling off tackles, which is unlike them. A brilliant forward carry there from the Wolfhounds. It was a really good take because it was at the floor. A really good take, and then I think it's Brittany Hogan who goes over here. Really strong, really powerful with that left hand to drive over the line. So a nice bit of individual skill there from Hogan. She'll be pleased with that.
The Wolfhounds just keeping things tight. The forwards go to work, pick and go around the fringes.
You've got advantage tonight.
Another good tackle, this time by Molly Pullman. Looking to go wider now. Well, that was well read by Rhea Clark. A brave tackle by the scrum half, but for how long can they keep the Wolfhounds out? There's the try. And it's Linda Jugang who goes over for her 4th try of the season. The Wolfhounds' 4th try, and a bonus point in the bag.
Yeah, some impressive bits of defence there from Edinburgh. As you mentioned, Rhea Clark reading that really well, wraps up man and ball there and is able to prevent that offload. But Wolfhounds proving just too strong. We know how good Linda Julian is. She's got 41 Ireland caps. She's such a strong ball carrier, and she just twists and turns and manages to free herself from those Edinburgh defenders and get herself over the line for the Wolfhounds'
Looking for her 10th try of the season. Natasha Logan again. Both Edinburgh second rows, very willing ball carriers. Sam Tananakuru seemed to get her timing wrong, almost went ahead of Giselle Chicot there, and away they go. Snapped up by Amy Larn, the fullback, cuts inside. Lucia Scott can't make the tackle, chased all the way by Kieran Bell, but it's another try for the Wolfhounds, and it's Amy Larn, the Wolfhounds fullback.
Yeah, as we said, Edinburgh needed to keep them out if they were going to go into the second half with any sort of confidence. In terms of their attack there, they were starting to get a little bit more variation. They were starting to get those tips. They were starting to get over the gain line, being allowed to get those offloads and getting on the front foot. Just unfortunate there, and Amy Larn does a fantastic job. She backs herself, she backs her pace, she goes on that outside, and then she does a wonderful job of cutting back inside, beating that last defender and getting over the line for the Wolfhounds.
Kat Moody standing as the +1. She goes in, collects the ball, funnels it back to Ayla Ronald, the vice-captain. The crowd getting right behind Edinburgh here, just inching their way forward, picking up momentum. This will be very hard for the Wolfhounds to stop. Over they go. The try is awarded. And it will be Ayla Ronald, I suspect, who comes up last. The one fact is that the captain, Alex Stewart, who'd just come on the field of play. Well, either way, Edinburgh Rugby with their second try. And it's Edinburgh who strike first in this second half.
Yeah, exactly. A really, really good bit of set piece here from Edinburgh. We've talked about the Wolfhounds Maul, but now to talk about this Edinburgh Maul. They've kept it nice and tight, really, really good, just weaving their way through. And yeah, that is brilliant. It looks like it's Alex Stewart that goes over there at the back. She secures it. She keeps her head in there, and then as soon as she sees that line, she peels away and she dives over. That's fantastic bit of work from that Edinburgh pack.
Go to the front this time, taken by Adele Ferry. It's fed back this time, I think, to Ayla Ronald. It's a good maul by Edinburgh, well set, well organised. Halted for now by the Wolfhounds. Rhea Clark there, and Edinburgh break away, stopped just short of the try line. Rhea Clark just steps back, the forwards now going to work. Clark gets herself involved and feeds Alex Stewart, and over they go. Oh, Edinburgh have scored again, that's their third try. And what are we seeing here? Is this going to be an amazing Edinburgh fight back?
Yeah, we've talked about it in terms of this Edinburgh side looking like they've got a lot more energy about them. A great bit of set piece there from Ayla Ronald. She hits her target, she gets that maul rolling. The Wolfhounds work themselves into a better position in terms of that defence, and then, as you say, the forwards get to work. They do the hard yards, and then Rhea Clark, as all nines do, she spots that bit of space and she just dives. It's brilliant from the scrum half. She's been fantastic in defence, and there she has been fantastic in attack, which is wonderful to see. Gets Edinburgh back into this game.
Just a metre or so short. Natasha Logan ducks low, tries to get to the try line. In behind the forwards now. Sarah Denham, there's space out there. Lucia Scott slings the ball out to Hannah Walker. And Hannah Walker goes in the corner. Her 10th try of the season. Exceptional by Edinburgh. 2 minutes still on the clock.
Yeah, that is a wonderful, wonderful bit of attack there from Edinburgh. They nail the line now. Ayla Ronald hits her man as Adele Ferry brings it down. The forwards then do the hard yards. They're trying to suck in as many of those Wolfhound defenders as possible. And then that pass from Sarah Denham is outstanding.
Banged off downfield again. I think Lucia Scott looking for a 50-22, just didn't quite get her angles right. Amy Larn back there. Gets the call from the referee that time it is up, and Sam O'Neill blows his whistle to draw this match to a close. And I'll talk about a game of two halves. Rachel Law, Wolfhounds led 31 points to 5 at half time, 5 tries just the one for Edinburgh, and you felt that they may well run away with it in the second half, but just seemed to lose their shape, lose their cohesion in the second half. Edinburgh came up several notches in their defence, were accurate when they got themselves into the 22. 3 tries, didn't quite have enough to get themselves the win. I think a draw was probably always going to be the best that they could hope for, but they got themselves a bonus point. Absolutely deserved, and a great advert for Celtic Challenge Rugby.